What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and today I'm going to show you how to build a Christmas tree with blinking lights. Stay tuned! Alright guys, so here we are. We're going to start to make our Christmas tree just in a super flat right now. So we're going to go ahead and put a couple of blocks, two of whatever kind of wood. Now you can use whatever kind of wood you want. Today I'm going to go ahead and use spruce wood and oak leaves, and again you can use whatever kind of leaves you want. So we're going to make a square outline here, and so we're going to come out from the center block by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to do that on all 4 sides. So I hope you guys are in the spirit. I know I am, and yeah, it's getting closer and closer. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I can't wait. All right. So what we're going to do with our 7 by 7 or our 15 by 15 is we're going to go ahead and make it like a diagonal square. So you're going to come off the second block back from one of these edges here, and you're going to start making a diagonal line backwards like so to the corner. And you're going to do that over here as well, like so. And continue to do it all the way around your Christmas tree. Now, this first layer is actually not the outermost point in our tree. So here, now we've got our thing, right? It's a little diagonal square. So we're gonna go ahead and from this level come out 1 like so, and then we're gonna continue to go diagonally back. Now this is like the fattest part of our tree at this level. We're gonna go ahead and just square this out like we did the previous level. Like so. And I hope you guys have all been good boys and girls, because if you're not, oh man, it's going to be cold 30. All right, so now we've got one level coming a little bit in and one level a little bit bigger. So now we're going to go ahead and go back 2 levels like so. And then we're going to take and fill in all the space on the inside of this diagonal square with another layer like this. Bam! Now what you do, and this is the pattern that we're going to actually repeat throughout until we reach the top level, or right near the top level, is you're going to come back out 1 like so, and then make another diagonally square. Now this pattern, you're basically just going to repeat until you get near to the top. You're going to go ahead and build a layer, and then you're going to go into, then out 1, then into, then out 1, and continue just to make your diagonally square bit like this. So then the next level here, we would go in 1, like this. And then the next level, we're going to go out 1 like this. Now, like I said, you're going to continue to do this until you reach close to the top. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get that done, and I'm going to work on it myself. Once I get near to the top, because it gets just slightly tricksy, I will BRBs. So we're near to the top, and there's going to be a point at which your inner layer starts to look like a little bit of an X or a plus. And so don't let it throw you. Just keep going and just keep doing exactly the same pattern. So right above that layer, you go ahead and make another diagonal like so. And then we're going to go ahead and do 4 like this. And then that's it. And then that's the top of your tree. So right here is where your star is going to go on the top. So we're going to go down inside. And then in here, we can go ahead and take out these leaves. Remove all this stuff. Like so. All right. And then now what we're going to do is we're actually going to dig down 1 block underneath. And we're going to make a little bitty room. So actually go like this. And then we'll come over here and just make it like a 5 by 5. Now this is where our electronics are going to go. This is where some actually very simple redstone is going to go. So we're going to go ahead and from this point, we're going to alternate. Let's put our leaves over here and a redstone torch right here. We're going to alternate a wood block and then a torch and a wood block. If I can get it on there. I know I can do it. And a torch. And you're going to go ahead and just do this all the way up. Make a pillar, a torch pillar, to the top of your tree. Like so. All right, now we're going to go ahead and you're going to have to dig down underneath in order to get back into your area here. And then we'll cut a little hole down inside. Oh, and you know what? We're going to need a little bit of light down here while we're working. A torch? Perfect. Torch. Better. All right, so squirt that in there, and then we're just going to torch up a little bit of a spot around the edge like so. All right, so here we're going to do a little bit of redstone science. This is actually super duper simple. There's all sorts of different redstone timers you can use and clocks, and I mean, really, I think a silent hopper timer might be really good, but in the interest of keeping this super easy for anyone to do, we're going to use a really simple redstone clock or redstone timer clock actually. So you're just going to go ahead and let me go ahead and do that again and tell you exactly what's going on. So you're going to take some repeaters, 2 like this, and then you want this to be kind of facing your torch pillar right there. Then you're going to take and do 1 repeater, 2 repeaters, 1 repeater. So they're all going in the big line. Then go ahead and set all these for 4 ticks. And you can adjust this later if you want it to be a little bit different. So then take some redstone and just plop it down like so. So it just pumps into the bottom of this block. Then you take your redstone torch and then place and break it really quickly. And then bam, you got a little bit of a redstone timer thingy doodle happening. So this is where stuff and things gets a little bit tricky, because what you've got to do now is be random. Now, all right, so let's explain how to be random. It's a little bit difficult. So what we're going to do is take some redstone lamps and kind of randomly place them around. So in order to do that, normally what I like to try to do is just kind of not do like on each side, not place them in the exact same place that I placed them on the previous side, and then also take a look when you go up a level at what you did in the level below. So let's go ahead and like for this one here, maybe we'll go over 2 instead of 1, and we'll do this one and actually probably this one right on the end like so, and then we'll do another one like right here. So this side and this side are kind of a little bit similar. All right, so now what we're going to do is on the level above, we're going to go a little bit different. So we're going to go something like this, one of these here, and then maybe like right there, then like right here. See what we're doing? We're being random, which actually isn't random, but it's kind of random. So here we're going to go on the edge like that, here in the corner, and then maybe right here, and then like so. And then we're just going to kind of randomly place stuff and things as we go up. Now, you don't want to necessarily do too many. It's good in spots to just leave something blank. I feel like, man, I mean, really, you can go with it. Do whatever you want, man. If you want to have a lot of lights, put a lot of lights on. If you want to have a little, just put a little. So here, we're going to go ahead like this. And then closer to the top, again, it gets a little bit trickier. So we'll go like here, maybe right here again. And then we'll like skip one. We'll go inside the here like that. And then on the top layer here, why don't we just do one on this side and one on this side. You're going to see these guys are actually going to turn on automatically, and then they're both going to blink at the same time. But you're probably not going to be viewing the tree. Well, you might. You might want to put it on so it's most often viewed at an angle where you're only getting to see one of those guys. And then we can go ahead and plop up a light on the top as well. And that's actually going to blink in an alternate pattern than what the lights below it are. So right there, you already have a little bit of randomness going on. So let's go ahead and make it day again. And we'll head back down inside of here. Now, the next part of this is doing the redstone wiring, and it is a little bit tricksy. All right, we're going to head in, and now we're going to go ahead and wire stuff and things up. Now, again, this is going to get a little bit tricky because everything is random. There's no real template that we can use to do this, so you have to do it based on how you've done the randomness of the placing of all of your lights on your Christmas tree. So you're going to come and find your first level that has lights. And on the level below that, you're going to go ahead and make 4 branches that come out like so. So these are pretty close to probably going to be where some of your lights are. And also, this is going to add a little bit of depth to your tree in the end. So we're just going to do this a level at a time. Now, what you want to do is, like in this instance, you're going to find out where each one of your lights is, right? So like here, we've got lights right here and here. Now, being careful not to break any of the leaves on the exterior of the tree, you're going to go ahead and do some stuff and things like this, where you've made little lines that go from where your torch stack is. And you can do this from either the level where there's a block or the level where there's a torch. And then you're going to make a branch that goes out. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to squirt 2 repeaters down right next to our lights here. And then we're going to take some redstone and we're going to wire this in like so. And then bam, all of a sudden it's going to blink, right? Well, these aren't going to be random. They're going to blink at exactly the same time. Well, here you go. What we're going to do is just go ahead and adjust the timing on one of these so that the lights that are close to each other are going to blink at different intervals. So let's go ahead and we can do the same thing here. And then in this instance, let us do something like this, where we're going to go ahead and make our branch a little bit bigger, out like so. Then we're going to take our repeater, squirt it in there, and come over here. Now, these guys are on like 1 tick and 4. So let's go ahead and put that guy on 2 ticks. So then that way we know it's a little bit different than what we have at the other lights. And then we'll go ahead and make another one here. And then this guy we're going to wire up without any ticks. So it's going to be different. There's no delay at all on this light, so it'll be different than all the rest. Let's go ahead on this guy, and we'll do 2. And here we've got another one. Now we'll branch him over from here, and then we'll put him on no delay as well. Then we've got another light out here. We'll put it on 4. And I think that's everything for the first level. So then if we were to pop out, you'll see, if we take a look at it, they're all going to be blinking, and they're kind of blinking at random intervals. And they're just like real lights, like real normal blink lights. They normally stay on a majority of the time, and then they blink off kind of at random times. So there you can see we get the first level. Now, as you go up, we're basically going to go up 2 blocks, and we're going to make our branches again, like so. And we're going to follow basically the same pattern. Now, this doesn't really get tricksy, again, until you get to the top. But like you can see right here, I'm going to go ahead and make some more branches that'll allow me to put some repeaters in. We'll go ahead and get some redstone wired up, like so. And then we'll grab some delays, some just random delays again, so that everything looks pretty cool and looks super random. So here we'll do like this, and then we'll wire this guy in here, like so. Go like one of these, and then we'll put on like 2 ticks of delay. And here we got 2 guys going at the same time. We don't want that, right? So again, we're going to add some extra branches in here and in here. And we'll put this guy on no delay. And then here we'll add a repeater. And we'll just do that. Now that should be a little bit different. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. All right. So here we'll add a guy on no ticks of delay. And then we're going to go up another level. Now right here, when it starts to get more compact, you kind of sometimes have to start to get a little bit more creative. And I'll show you, hopefully maybe we'll come across something where we've got to do something really tricky. But let's see here. Let's pop that guy off. All right, so over in here, let's just go ahead and we'll do repeaters. I think we're gonna get lucky with this one. We're gonna be able to do it no problems. So we'll add a couple of repeaters in, and then the branches we're about to build, and this is another thing that's tricky about doing these, is that these branches we're about to build here, they're not going to allow us to get out. So you got to make sure that when you're wiring up your tree, you've got a spot that's going to let you actually get out of the tree. So here we've got another one right in the end, really easy. Put it on a couple ticks, and then we've got a couple more over here. All right, here we go. Oh, okay, we're going to cut ourselves off again right here. And then this guy, ooh, incorrect. This guy is going to be wired into this line. And then we've got, what, a 4 and a 1. We'll put a 2 in there, and then this we'll put on no delay there. So that level is good to go. All right, so here is, again, where we're going to get a little bit more compact, a little bit trickier. But just go ahead and keep kind of following that example where you go up 2, you make your branches. Ooh. And then you wire in your stuff and things using your repeaters and kind of doing it in a random fashion. Now you can make some room in any of these places whenever you're doing your branches. Feel free to go ahead and break some of the leaf blocks as long as you're not breaking an exterior block. Like this is one that's going to be on the edge. If I was to break this, you can see the outside, so we don't want that. Let's go ahead and place that back in. All right, here we go. Now on the tops, inside of these spots, it's going to get to a point where some of these lights aren't going to be able to be, or it's going to be very difficult to make them super random and not connected to another light. But if you're creative enough and patient enough, you can do anything. I believe in you. So check it out. Like right here, I'm going to go ahead and stick 2 repeaters down. I'm going to take that out. I'm going to put this guy on 2, put this guy on 4, and then we're going to redstone them in on the sides like this and this. So we should be good to go there. That's not going to work for that guy. So here we'll do it again. Now, in this instance, I'm actually going to block myself off completely from being able to get out. So what I'm going to do is just right here, I'm just going to pop off a couple of these guys, and then I'll just rebuild like so. Bam and bam. Now I have a level right here. It looks like, yeah, I've got nothing going on in there. So again, we were talking about these tricksy ones. So here you go. There's another tricksy one. We're going to come inside of here as best you can. You're going to place a block right on the edge, and then we're just going to place a redstone block. And we're going to leaf that up. Should be able to, there we go, like so. And over here, let's take a look. What's the best way to get some power into that? So we'll put a block like so. Touch redstone there. There we go, like that. And then in here, we can probably do something similar. Block, touch redstone, put a leaf back on there. like so. And that should be all of our lights. So on this top level right here, I think most of these guys are all going to be on a very similar delay, but as long as you don't look at it from the same side, see, it really doesn't, it's not something that you're going to notice. And that's pretty much it. There you have it, guys. Now, if you want to go ahead and decorate it up, there's all sorts of cool options you can do. If you want to grab some cobwebs, you can use that for garland. If you want to grab some blocks, you can use redstone blocks for ornaments. You could use gold blocks for ornaments. You could ornament it up and make it look a lot cooler. You can use lapis blocks. And really have fun with it when you're doing it. It doesn't have to be any specific thing, but I did want to show you kind of a cool design on how you can make a blinking light tree for Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmassy. Oh wait, there's one thing that's missing. Snow! It's not Christmas without snow, so if you do build a Christmas tree in your world, you may want to make sure you build it in a snowy biome. And that's going to be it, guys. I hope you guys liked the tutorial. If you found it helpful and you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. If it's your first time hanging out, subscribe for more stuff and things. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a safe and happy holiday.